you think I'm a good friend?
I think you're an amazing friend. I think you it's the best way I can describe. Okay, this happened. And my grandma passed away. And you said, I was crying, you let me talk through, and it was the best conversation. And then you were like, let me know what you need. You know, if you want me to come over, if you want me to bring flowers, if you want me to do this. And it's like, in those moments, I don't want you to say that. I just want you to come over with flowers. I didn't want you to be like, because
Jesus.
You feel weird asking somebody to do certain things like that in a moment of grief. So it's like, I don't think you're a bad friend. I think you're an amazing friend. You're a supportive friend. You're a friend that will offer the clothes off your back. You are always there. I think it's just moments of comfort that I think you can
show up without permission.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I love that.
Yeah.
I think in past that's maybe a trauma thing again though.
Why?
In the past, I felt forced to show up without permission. It was performing.
It was.
So now I'm like, all right, I ain't get that friend don't want that much. So maybe
and I don't require a lot.
And you don't require a lot. Yeah. But it's like it's full circle.
Wow.
Doing it for the people that deserve it. Doing it for the people that need it. Doing for the people that don't take advantage of it. It's rewiring your brain. It's unlearning. So it's like, I would have done that in the past,
but out of a place of obligation,
fear, out of a place of fear. So I get that. I can do that.
Yeah. Recently, I have this opportunity, and I called you and I told you about it, and you were just like, okay. And you called me back.
I called her right back, y'all. I was so convicted. I was so convicted.
You were like, I didn't like how I felt when you told me that. And I was like, what do you mean? You were like, I don't know what it is. I'm talking this out in real time. But whatever it is, I don't like what I felt. And I said, did you feel jealous? And you were like, I don't think I feel jealous.
Because we went through all the emotions. She's like, are you angry? Are you sad? Are you jealous? I was like, I'm not jealous because I don't want what you have. I'm sad and I'm angry and I'm upset that I'm not doing it with me.
Yeah.
Like, we're not working together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that. Y'all, let me tell you something. Anybody that's in my circle, I want to work with you. I want to put you on. I'm putting you in position. I like doing it together.
You do.
I wish we would get in the habit of having discernment when it comes to who we call a friend.
And B. Simone, I don't know if you just can't read through the lines, or maybe you just simply don't give a fuck, but your best friend just literally sat there and told you how she lost everything, and even had to go on food stamps, and she sat there and she watched you help somebody else while she was drowning, and you sat there and said, Jesus.
The problem is that B. Simone helped the wrong people. She helped the people that never supported her. But here is this girl, Shakana, that has always been there for her. That's always been by her side.
If I was that girl sitting next to B. Simone, her so-called friend in that podcast, I would never be friends with B. Simone. B. Simone would be a person that I will only see in passing. She would be a person I will only be cordial with. Because it's one thing to not financially help your friends or help anybody, because you don't have to, right? You're not obligated to do it at all. But had I been in a position, and when I'm in a position, I help those around me before I help complete strangers. What the fuck you mean? I got it. I'm going to help somebody I don't know. And a person that I know and I supposedly love, I'm going to watch them struggle. If you don't have it at all, that's a different story. But if you're giving it to everybody else but me, but you call yourself my friend, it's a problem. See, B. Simone is in competition with that girl. She sees something in that girl that she wish she had in herself. So she know that girl is capable of going a whole lot further than she is. So why help her propel her future forward? Well, she's gonna pass me. I don't want her to pass me. I want her to need me. I want her to look at me and admire me and want to be me. But the whole while, the girl had nothing, and B. Simone still wanted parts of her. Y'all better watch it. Y'all better let it sink in. You can have less than a person, but because you are who you are, that person still will be jealous of you, and they have everything that you dream of. They have the financial backing, they have the support, they have the industry connections and stuff like that, but they still want to be you. They still are jealous and envious of you for some reason. That's your light, baby. That's why you never let nobody dim your light, ever. B. Simone is not she wasn't a friend to that girl. She was an op. She was keeping her close enough to make sure that she didn't move too far past her or catch up to her.
So if you know your long-term goal is for you to be a CEO and have your own podcast and be a superstar, I need to know that day one.
For sure.
I don't want anybody. I mean, we talked about like the team thing. I'm really big on this team right now. Like,
you are.
Team.
Yeah.
I've gotten to the point where it's like, okay, if you're here for a year, that's fine. But in this...
And every time you say team, I get it.
I know. Because it's trauma. But in this...
No, I don't think it's trauma.
What do you think it is?
I think that right now, I don't even know if you're supposed to be focused on that.
No, I feel like I am.
That?
I feel like it's all coming together too. I feel like it's in such a good space.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe mine is trauma.
Yeah. I'm like, ugh. Pray about it, think about it.
Sure. Okay,
and then come back to me. But the team, I'm like, I used to be real big on like, you need to be with me for 10 years and build this and build. Well, I told you that. I was like, why doesn't people stay and just build the legacy and I could just make millionaires? Like what Tyler Perry's doing.
Literally.
You don't need to go make another Tyler Perry Studios.
Yeah.
Help
I'm
him.
giving it to you. Yes.
Like I am trying to find that, but I also understand there's other leaders out there. There's other CEOs. There's other women with vision and their own purpose, right? I just, if you're going to be with me for a year, in that year, the vision is LTTA. The vision can't be whatever the fuck you're trying to do, excuse my language, Lord, off to the side. Like, do it after that year then. I want people around because I'm tired of starting over.
But see, that's why I think the conversation of team is premature.
But why?
Because I don't really think you feel like that.
What do you think I feel like?
I think you want us here longer than a year.
I do. Right. I do. But I'm okay.
No, you're not.
No, I am. I swear I am. If we know the intent. If we know you're going to be here for a year and you can be an asset for that year and we make the strategy, we make the exit plan, you can pass the torch to the next person, I'm okay with that.
You just don't want to be left high and dry.
That's it.
Got it.
I don't want to be left high and dry.
Simone believes that what she's working on should be the biggest thing in her life and in the lives of everyone around her, including her friends. She wants everyone to put on hold their own dreams or sacrifice their own dreams in order to help her fulfill and pursue hers. In the previous part of this interview, the friend talks about how she watched B. Simone bless all these other people, pay people's rent, pay people's mortgage, help people with their student loans, pay out people's cars, all while she was broke, on food stamps, losing her car, talking about how B. Simone didn't help her, but how she grew from that. But now that girl has got her own opportunities and is forging her own way. Now you want to talk about how you can make her a millionaire? Where was this energy when that girl needed it? Because if you believe in her now, why didn't you believe in her then? The hubris, the self-aggrandizing, to believe that what you're doing is bigger than everything anybody else is doing. And when somebody talks about how you watch them struggle, all you can say is Jesus. Jesus, like you hearing about it for the first time. You showed her by both your actions and your inactions that friend or no friend, she's on her own. And now she's teaching you that lesson. So what did we learn? To have a good friend, we must what? Be a good friend. That's right.
B. Simone is a flat-out narcissist, and I'm going to give you 7 traits to back up this claim. Narcissistic trait number 1. She has an excessive need for admiration. So I went back and watched the video before I made any of these videos, right? And throughout the entire episode, she kept asking Shekinah, tell me about myself. Tell me more. Tell me more. What do you think about me? What does God say about me? What do you feel in your heart? Tell me more. Tell me more. Number 2, she has a grandiose self-image. So she feels the need to be superior to everyone. That's exactly why she kept saying, Emphasis on the under. I want people to work under me, not with me, but under me, right? Because of her grandiose self-image, she feels the need to downplay the achievements of other people. Now, during that interview, she said something that I caught that I don't think a lot of people did, because I have yet to see a video with anybody talking about it, right? She was like, instead of Jennifer, aka Megan, she's like, instead of Jennifer making multi-millions with me and working under me, she goes off and starts her own podcast and her own brand with only 5 people. And I'm like, boop, boop, fa, 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 fa. Shots at Megan in totality. Mad because the people are loving Megan. She's mad because Megan is tapping the hearts and souls of the people all around the world, and she can't stand it. So much so that she's going broke trying to compete with Megan. She put all of her money into this motherfucking app because she can't connect with the people in a way that Megan is. So you know what she said? I'm gonna build my platform to be bigger than yours, Jennifer. That's why she at H&M. Number 3, she lacks empathy. Now, on the Know For Sure podcast that she had with Megan, several times Megan brought up things that B. Simone would do, but she didn't notice that she was doing them. Megan was like, I need you to show up more. You're not. Basically, Megan was trying to tell her that she lacked empathy, okay? The other thing that she did that lets me know that she lacks empathy is because she tried to capitalize off her own friend's death. How sick and twisted is that shit? Another thing that I caught during that podcast interview with Shekinah, she was like, yeah, basically saying like when her grandma died, that B. Simone called her and was like, I mean, do you want me to buy flowers and bring them to you? Like, what should I do? Or should I just not come? And Shekinah was like, I mean, I just wanted you to come through. Because if I have to tell you to bring me flowers, if my grandma died, then I don't want the flowers. B. Simone doesn't have that discernment. She doesn't have that instinct, that nurturing spirit. It's a monitoring spirit, but she does not have a nurturing spirit. Number 4, she's very manipulative and she loves to gaslight people, okay? Shekinah asked her, like, B, you say you want people working under you. Are you prepared to take care of those people financially? Like, are you set up for that? And then B was like, I mean, yeah, I'm working towards that. She said, yeah, I'm working towards that, which means you're not set up for that. And Shekinah was really clever with the way she worded it, because she's sitting here, like, I know this B word, not the Simone part, but the other B. It's like, I know she didn't just gaslight me in saying that when she know that I fell on hard times because I trusted her and I trusted her brand and I was working for her brand, and because she wasn't set up to take care of me, I fell flat on my mother effing face. 5, she cannot take criticism. That is just self-explanatory, so we're just going to go on to number 6. 6, she has problems maintaining healthy relationships. Have you noticed and looked around like, dang, this girl has literally broken up and had problems with every single friend that she had, platonic or romantic, right? It sucks because you can see that she lacks the ability to be genuine, and she struggles with emotional reciprocity. So somebody does something for her, she doesn't have the ability or the capacity to do it back. She's very self-centered, you know, all about self. And it sucks because she's not doing it intentionally, but that's what makes it worse, okay? And not so lucky, number 7, she is envious of others' success. Like, of course, she sat there and watched her friends struggle, right? And then she kept shading Megan during that podcast. I was not catching it. She was like, yeah, I don't want those around me who, you know, want my light and want my spotlight. And if you want to go start a podcast, you need to tell me that on day 1. Well, Megan didn't even want to be on camera with you day 1, okay? And we know that. It's like you're saying that like Megan wasn't begging for a friendship with you. You're that as if we didn't see this girl very uncomfortable being in front of the camera with you. But you know what she did? She sucked it up. She accepted her assignment from God, and now she's flourishing, and you're still narcissistic. Yikes!
B. Simone is selfish. She's always been about self. I would never forget when she said that she wouldn't date a 9-to-5 man, as if corporate America 6-figure, 7-figure men aren't 9-to-5. I will never forget when she tried to capitalize off her friend's death. And I will never forget when she actually duplicated, copied, plagiarized the works of these women that were writing journals, and B made money off of it. She's always been selfish. This is nothing new.
My finances, like the budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spin the liquid.
Yeah. And why is B. Simone crying about going to H&M as if her looks have ever gave anything above rainbows, dots, and Old Navy? The level of delusion go crazy. Who said that?
B. Simone crying about her finances is seriously sending me. She was like, we were in Bloomingdale's. And I said, we have to go to H&M. Like, Kim, seriously? People are dying. And H&M is not really that cheap, you know? Like, people are shopping at City Trends, Rainbow, Goodwill. And she up there crying about having to shop at H&M. I really need to know, did she say that after her friend came out and told her how broke she was and how she had to be on food stamps? I really feel like that came afterwards. It's like she keep trying to one-up this girl for some reason. Like, I really feel like she's jealous of this girl. I could be wrong, but I really feel like I'm not wrong. I feel like the only reason why she said that is because her friend said what she said. So she felt like she had to come right behind her with something just as good. But her sitting on that couch crying about her finances or whatever the hell she crying about, her best friend should have said, Jesus.
And ladies, if you don't know what it looks like to have a friend that is narcissistic, gaslighting, manipulative, always got to have it their way or it's the highway, that is B. Simone at this moment in time. She's being humbled. All the things that I previously named about that she did, I just feel like something's catching up to her. You get what I'm saying? You cannot walk around thinking that you are untouchable when it comes down to how you treat people, what you do to people, what you say to people, how you carry on nonchalantly as if like consequences and karma are not aligned up for your destiny. And right now, that is what B. Simone is going through. I hope she make it out of her financial issues. I don't wish bad on her or anything, but this is a learning lesson. This is a learning lesson for both parties. I don't think B. Simone is a friend, and hopefully Shakana kind of wakes up to see that. But tell me what you think down below. Until next time, bye.